Howdy, people. It's here. D-Mac. We're here again. Hey, we missed you last week. We had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Just a little bit.
All right, but we got it straight. So we're back here, and we're going to be going over some questions. But before we do that, how was your week?
It started off fine. Got a little hairy with Bank of America.
We got a whole. We'll be getting into Bank of America.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll have our own podcast.
Today is Friday. It's Good Friday.
Good Friday.
We're not supposed to be working today.
All right.
But we kind of have to. So we're small business and we don't really get holidays off. You just got to keep on chugging along.
Keep on trucking, but. We love Jesus, and today's Good Friday.
Are anything fun happening this Easter?
We're going to be going to church on Easter, and then next week I'm going to be going to Grand Canyon with my kids.
Oh, spring break. All right,
Spring break with the children's. So that should be a lot of fun, but we'll be getting to some Texcote questions here.
Hey, baseball season started.
Baseball season starting too, so we're getting close to springtime.
Go Dodgers!
Yeah, Dodgers, world champs.
All right, let's check it out.
Do you remember that? Remember the world champs?
Yeah, I can't wait till opening day. I went to go look for tickets. They're like $250.
Oh, wow.
I'll watch it from TV.
Welcome to LA. So
welcome to LA. Here
we're going to, a lot of people ask us, what's like Texcote and what what's made of. We've been doing it now for, 20-something years. My father started off doing texture coating back in the 80s, and our whole family does it. So I'm not a chemist. So I don't know exactly everything that goes into it, but these are all the chemicals that go into it. You have like resins that go in there. Each gallon contains every single one of these materials. Some are for reflective features, some are for heat features, some are for
mildew,
for longevity, some are a mildewcide. Some is a reflectant for the heat. Some is a color retention.
They have recycled glass here.
Recycled glass. So each gallon that you have from Texcote Coolwall contains portions of all this. This is just our flex patch that we use, but all this is all in 1 gallon. If you wanted to know exactly, we're going to either be doing a demo.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a demo in the future to go into great detail.
That takes
we could
about
be here
an hour
and a half.
Or you can call us out. We can come out and do a demo at your home. If you're
45 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes or so, and then we can even give you, obviously, a price if you wanted to get the work done.
Yeah.
That was, what was our second question that there were? We have different questions from different
what are some bad Texcote reviews?
Well, we get a lot of bad Texcote reviews because of the peeling. So guys go out there and they'll tell you, the sales guys, so-called sales guys from these like fly-by-night companies go out there and then they'll put this big old show on and stuff, and the product is great. They come out, they show you all this stuff, and you're like, hey, great. And what happens is they hire somebody that's not qualified, or some contractors that aren't qualified, or the business itself has only been in business for 2, 3, 4 years, so they don't have any type of longevity in the business. And so
didn't we have a phone call this week of someone that was Cerritos called in, and they hired a company about 7 years ago. 3 years ago. She told me.
Yes.
Did their house. She paid like $17,000 to have the house do. She calls companies out of business, can't find it. She calls Texcote. They're like, hey, you got to find a company to do this. We'll give you the warranty gallon for free.
Yeah.
But Texcote doesn't have an official applicator. So she called me. I was like, man, I'm our client, but hey, we went out there and checked it out, and we're going to help her out. Yeah,
so we're doing a Texcote patch for her. I think it was, $750?
Yeah.
It's not a big spot. Something just to do, but
we saw the trench it, cleaned it out, scrape it out.
She was like, man, that's pretty cool that you guys aren't, because she was like, oh, I'll pay anything. Went inside the house. She's like, hey, can you help me out with some interior stuff? And we usually don't do interior painting, but we ended up getting an interior painting and hanging some doors, and she was just an awesome client. And
one thing leads to another.
It led to another, so
there you go.
Just from a Texcote, but we did do the Texcote repair.
Yeah.
We are doing the Texcote repair for her for any Texcote peeling.
Yeah. Why not?
Or anything. So if you guys have any just repairs for walls, give us a call.
We'll take care of it.
We usually can get the material for free. You just got to pay us the labor.
The labor and the steps. We still go through the steps to do it right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Number what?
This one guy, he was asking me the other day. His name is Jeff from Long Beach. He asked me, how does Texcote look like when it's finished?
Oh, well. So I used to have, my cousin was a painter, Justin. Hey, what's up, Justin? And when he started working for me, what's up with this texture coating job? Once he saw that texture coating job, he was a painter. He's like, oh, this is way different than any paint job that I had ever seen. And we get painters. Now, they always talk on Texcote because they don't know how to do it. But it's like the finish. Couple different finishes. One of the finishes has actual texture on it. So if you have just like a textured,
is that the perlite? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
this is what gives it that texture finish.
Right. So that textured finish. So there's one's a smooth spray that you do over what's called a Spanish lace, and the other one has a texture. So you shoot a textured primer, and it leaves the walls almost perfect. Stucco's done by floating. And so you'll see kind of the swirl marks.
Unevenness.
A little bit of unevenness.
And then you have to come back, and then one house we did, they dashed it,
right? They dash coated
to fill it in.
To fill it in, right. So this one, it'll shoot it just perfectly. Then once that sits up, or you have it's called a textured primer. Then you have another one that's just a regular primer. After that, then you shoot your finish coat. Okay. That finish coat has a very slight sheen to it. If you've ever been to In-N-Out?
Yeah.
You go drive by In-N-Out and look on it, and you'll see that little slight sheen on it. So your house has this like nice, it's very slight sheen. It comes on. I mean, I love
satin
it.
Finish.
It's like a satin finish.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it. I can tell.
I'm particular. You know me.
I've gone to houses that have had it for 20 years and back, and it still looks perfect.
It still looks perfect.
You can hose it off and clean it off.
You can hose it off, and then if anything ever chips, we'll leave you. We always leave like a gallon behind, and then you can come back and just kind of touch it up or anything like that. Most of the time, it chips. Dogs come by, a car, or trash cans. Something like that.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen trash cans. It won't. Yeah. It's not armor proof.
No.
All right, we got Lisa from Facebook. How do you use Texcote?
Well, maybe it's how it's applied or how it's used, right? So typically, you have these big drums, and this perlite, this stuff comes inside of the big drums, and they have these pumps, and then they shoot it out. Or you have hopper guns that you shoot it out to get all the textures, and then there's special big sprayers that you use that have like a that you'll spray the primer with, and then there's these big, and they're gassed, and because you've got to pump out these thick types of materials, and so you use that. Then you spray that. A lot of the rest of the woodwork gets kind of brushed or gets rolled on. Some dudes, some clients even want us to spray and do what's called a back roll on those, and that really soaks it in. We do that on smooth when we're doing smooth stucco. Yeah. So a lot of jobs get smooth stucco, it starts to crack, and then they'll hire us to come after, especially by the beach, and they'll hire us to come back, and we put a prime coat and then put our finish coat, our cool wall behind there. Sometimes they even do a back roll.
Back roll. All right. We got this next question comes from a Chevy dealer off of Instagram. Mikey G is asking, is Texcote waterproof?
Yes. So it has a repellent that's in it. So if you look at it, it kind of does. When you wax your car and it kind of has a little beading action. Not quite like that beading action, but when you do have it on the walls, you can see it come off. So you ever notice when it rains? Yeah. When you have a stucco house and it kind of absorbs.
Yeah. We said that stucco house, and the guy's like, "Hey, I water my lawn, and the water goes up." I'm all, "This is what stucco does." He's all like, "Oh." Yeah. And then by its pull, it's absorbing. I'm all, that's how it is. The stucco will absorb it almost all the way to the roof line.
Yeah.
If there's enough water, it's like a sponge. Right. But it won't crack. It'll take a long time.
Nah, it'll take a long time.
That's what I explained to him. He's like, "Oh."
Some people are like, "Hey, do you put a sealer underneath the stucco right there?" Others are not. So I've heard back and forth, different things about whether a sealer or not. But this should just be right off. You should have it so the water just comes right off. So when it rains, you don't see it change color.
I always tell people after they get their house done, wait 3 days before you start hosing it off. Because sometimes they want to come and hose it off. I'm like, just give it 3 days for it to fully dry, fully lock up.
So it's waterproof in that sense. Now, if you're trying to waterproof, like let's say like you're doing a black tar or retaining walls, it's not that type of a waterproofer. It's more repellent from the water when it's raining or the sprinklers or something like that.
Yeah, we can't build a cardboard box boat and spray it, right?
No,
go float in the water. It'll sink like a rock.
No, it's not like that one commercial with the dude. Oh, you ride on my boat and you'll never die. You're like
flex something. Flex
paint.
Oh
yeah, the flex. Flexi.
Oh man.
Oh, we need to do the flex.
All right. Our fan from YouTube, Jeff, Golden Digital. He's a marketer.
Oh, marketer.
And he's asking.
Do we like marketers?
Of course, we're marketing.
We do some marketing, of course. That's what we do. Podcasting.
He says, "Is there a lifetime warranty on Texcote?"
There is a limited lifetime warranty.
What does limited mean?
Well, so if something fails, they'll give you the material, but they don't give you the labor portion of it. Okay. So a lot of times people will come out and they're like, hey, it's got a lifetime warranty, and then they don't really go into the details of, it's a lifetime warranty through the manufacturer. Yeah. They'll give you the material, but the labor is only covered as much as the contractor gives you the labor.
Yeah, so as long as they're in business, the labor... The people you get it from, as long as they're in business, you get it.
Right, and so the key is like 96%. This is not my statistics. This comes from the government. 96% of contractors go out of business in 5 years. And so these guys come in. Typically, they come from sales companies, and they start selling this good product, and they're hiring just guys that are not doing their jobs correctly, haven't been trained correctly.
Well, what's a family home improvements warranty on labor?
Well, that's why I made it 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, so it's the 5 year, and then we'll give you 6 years. I've been doing this for a long time. I seem to be the only company that has a 6-year labor warranty, because so many people just push the limited warrant, the limited manufacturer's warranty. But since we have our own in-house guys, Alex and stuff, he can go out if something goes wrong in a house. He can go out and fix it and take care of it.
All right, sounds good. All right, we got Dirt from Baddeley's Facebook out of Long Beach. What is Texcote made out of?
Well, we've got perlite. These are
recycled glass.
Recycled glass. Kynar. This
looks like milk.
Hydrophobic resin.
What the hell is this?
This is it's an acrylic resin.
HR reflective material.
We have silica.
What's this stuff?
This looks recycled like glass, right?
It's shiny.
So we have so there's just right here what we have probably about 10 different chemicals. I'm not a chemist, but they put this all together.
Do not eat this stuff or snort it. That'll probably kill you.
No. Oh yeah, and this didn't come from south of the border.
This looks like turmeric.
Yeah. That's been good, but this is all the stuff that goes in there. They put it all together. And
it's made a mystery.
Supercoat.
Hey, didn't your dad's friend in Southgate make his own Texcote?
Oh yeah,
the chemist, the chemical.
Yeah, well, we actually had a painter that he told us, hey man, sometimes I go do the repairs for texture coating. I go buy perlite, shoot it on there, and then so he invents his own stuff. That's probably gonna be peeling real quick.
Does he live next to Juan, the window guy?
All right, remember, we're gonna get in trouble with
Juan? He's gonna get mad at me for making his pictures. Hey, you're messing with my windows.
Be careful with the windows and the texture coating and the cool wall.
Anything out of Southgate,
Stop with your Southgate. Mr. Buena Park, Orange County.
All right, next question. We got Tegan, Facebook, Utah. What is the difference between paint and coating?
Paint and coating. Okay, so coating is going to be something that's a thicker. You have like elastomeric coatings, right? You have like a coating.
Because Bear sells a coating, right?
Right,
SherwinWilliams.
They all sell like a type of a coating, right?
Yeah.
Do they have warranties and all that stuff?
Yeah. Bear has 10-year smile guarantee.
A smile guarantee. What's that one?
Against color fade or something for the first 5 years.
Oh, so
not breaking, just a color fade.
No, not like chipping, cracking.
No, they don't care about that.
So most of your paint
is a
is a thin layer of latex paint. And paint's not like it used to be back in the day where you had lead and all that stuff. Plus, in California and in the Southwest, we have a bunch of emission laws. You know, we live in California, so they're really watching all, you know, the emissions that go out. So the paints are, you know, thin. They don't last. They last between 3 and 7 years. This is 10 times thicker, depending if you're shooting it on. It has stretchabilities. It stretches. So it's you're kind of night and day. One's 5 to 7 year. The other one you're looking at 10 to
forever.
Yeah, forever. I mean, my literal texture coating jobs from my dad from back in the 80s that we go to. A little bit dusty and some stuff here and there, but they're still there.
Okay,
Looking good.
Our next question is Carrie, apartment manager, YouTuber, is asking, what is Texcote Supercoat? She wants to know because they were going to take care of their building and Supercoat.
Well, the Supercoat is like the Coolwall Supercoat, and it's just a real thick, I say a thick impermeable, flexible coating.
So you would use it on an apartment building?
Apartment buildings.
Okay.
Well, they use it on, the IKEAs.
Okay, that's what Supercoat goes for.
Yeah, they use it in commercial, IKEAs, the transportation
because an apartment
department.
building doesn't need cool walls. I mean, it's a giant commercial building, right?
I mean, it could use cool wall, like in the sense because it makes
it massive.
Are high. I mean, but remember, cool wall not only does it protect, not only does it reflect, but it protects.
Oh.
Not only does it reflect, but it protects, and we could use that as a tagline, right? But so even if you don't have, let's just say you weren't using it for the reflective feature, you don't want to be painting a hospital or something again, or you don't. Let's say a 4-story, 5-story apartment building. You don't want to keep painting that stuff again. You don't have time. You can't stop it. So you got to do like a one-time shot on there, and you just want to do that once, and this is where that type of material comes in handy.
All right. Mark from UCLA Facebook asked, can I buy Texcote through their website?
Through their website you cannot. You have to get it through a dealer. Okay, so sometimes Texcote has some specific products that they might sell at retail places, but like things for like a residential or something like that, you have to be registered. You have to go through a class to be able to do it, to install it. But if you ever needed to get some of that or whatever, you call up Texture Coating, and if it's under warranty, Texture Coating will provide you with the material for something like that.
All right, our next question comes from Kaylee, Lupe's restaurant in downtown Long Beach. Do you have Texcote Coolwall videos?
Oh, yes, we do. We got a bunch of those. We got one right now going on. No, our Texcote videos, we have a few going on.
We have a time-lapse one with Jose Luis that does it. That was my first video I made.
Yeah. So we have some ones that were like our first ones where we're doing it ourselves.
We have the commercial one, the 10 steps. It shows a 10-step process in there. It's about a Cypress house.
How to prep.
Yeah, how to prep. It's all in that video.
Before and after videos.
Yeah, and then we have some more videos here and there.
And then there's some just in between, some how-to videos.
Yeah.
And then even in those types of videos, we have some replacement. Like replacing siding and taking it from like wood siding to stucco. So there's some other mixes in there with that too.
Yeah, and if anybody feels like they want a detailed video of something, send me the question of exactly what they're looking for. Hey, how do you shoot the Paralight?
Right.
And we'll get a video, we'll make one, and we'll post it for you.
And also if we use your house in one of our videos, we have what's called the wrap program, and so that program, depending on your house, we can give a discount.
What, a wrap program? Is that like a rewards program?
Yeah, it's like a referral appreciation program.
It's kind of like a Starbucks reward. Is there stamps? Did it say 5 steps and someone gets a free house?
5 steps and you get a free house.
Oh, that's awesome! Where do I sign up?
Yeah, free house. From Family Home Improvements.
5 steps.
Yeah. So but you get those. It's kind of like a reward system on that. So we do that.
All right. Next question, Michael from Instagram. Does Texcote peel?
I mean, like anything, it could peel.
It could.
Yeah. Could be a multitude of reasons. You could have put your hand on there before it sprayed it. It could have had some alkali on there. They could have prepped it. They couldn't have not prepped it incorrectly.
Dust from the wind, pollen,
wind. There could have been incremental wet, like it rained and they didn't wait for it to
To
dry.
dry.
Yeah. And speaking of drying time, they put primer. They didn't wait for it to dry. They put something on top of it.
Yeah, a lot of people race through the process.
And let's just say, I was perfect. I sanded it. I did everything with perfection, to the key, to the steps. And you've got a house, and it's, you know, that south facing, and it's, you know, fascia boards hitting there all the time. I have told clients it's most likely I might be coming back here in 6-7 years or so, something like that. And they're like, why? I thought this stuff is... I go, it's the best under the market, but if it's, you know, there's a certain specific area, it might fail. So if it does, it's under warranty. Don't worry about it. You call us up.
You know what? I've seen termites. Oh, does it protect against termites? I'm like, it's supposed to protect you against termite word.
And if you notice, I've had that happen too.
They're eating the wood from the inside.
The inside, yeah, but you notice the TC, the texture coat is still on there.
Oh, it's still on there.
Oh, I think we had a piece around here from a job like that.
It's all like encompassed, like wrapped and shaped, and you go grab it, it's like puffed, like, oh shit.
Like in an area.
But the termites got through the attic and came out towards
it. I mean, it could have been through any little area.
Yeah, it doesn't protect against termites.
Yeah. It's not like impermeable, but there really is nothing that's like impermeable to everything.
Okay, Candace from Dogs on Broadway Instagram asks, where can I find a Texcote distributor? Did I say that right? Distributor.
Now you got me saying a Texcote distributor.
Distributor.
One of those Texcote distributors. One of those guys. Well. Typically, a lot of people just go online and go on Texcote. A lot of
call us.
Yeah, I mean, call us, right? One of the guys that we've known for many years, MR Exteriors, MR.
MR,
yeah.
MR, is that Mr. Exteriors?
Mr. Exteriors, Mike, and if you go online, you'll see him on there.
Hey, Mike, come and be on our show.
Yeah,
maybe he knows some stuff that we don't know. He can help us out.
Mike's been doing it for a while. Older guy, known Mike forever. This is a small industry. What we do, most of us, we do know each other. So to me, it's just, hey, best guy wins, best product wins, best warranties, and I feel that I have them. So,
Ito from Pro Coatings asks, does SherwinWilliams have Texcote?
SherwinWilliams does not.
What is he answer the question? I know who that is. Is he trolling me?
Oh, he probably.
He's trolling. It's your cousin, man. He's trolling us. He knows that they don't have Texcote at SherwinWilliams.
No, they don't have Texcote at SherwinWilliams.
Ito, thanks for trolling us.
Dang, I almost lost the table. Yeah. No, SherwinWilliams is a great paint. Great paint has different products. I think their models Paint the World or something like that. So over the years we've used them. That's probably, I would say, if I was going, my number one would be like Texture Coating, Texture Coatings of America. Number two, probably maybe Life Paints. I like those. Then SherwinWilliams, and then Benjamin Moore, and then Dunn Edward. That's my personal kind of priority list on there. Nobody has texture. Nobody that I know of. They may have invented it now, but I've never seen anybody with texture that actually shoots a nice texture on the wall. Now we can make texture like that Spanish lace texture, but that's done with trowel.
Trowel.
Right. So when we shoot it on the walls, it I don't want to make it seem like the popcorn ceilings, because that's very heavy, but it's got almost a very nice, just even killed texture throughout the whole wall.
Okay. Louis.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
We're gonna get Ito back. I'm taking him to. He's going with me to Grand Canyon. Yeah. So I'm gonna put a snake in his boots.
He doesn't like snakes.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll put some itching powder on this toilet paper.
Oh, itching powder. That's like fiberglass, huh?
Yeah.
Louis from the Prospector asks.
He'll be a Cubano sitting in the toilet. Oh yeah, oiga, visita. That'd be funny. Big old Ito. Oh! All right, we'll stop messing around.
Louis from the Prospector Instagram asks, where can I find a Texcote dealer near me?
Well, in Los Angeles, there's a lot of Texcote dealers. Most of us we're here in Norwalk. I just was out in, what is that, the Lake Los Angeles?
Lake Los Angeles, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Out of the middle of nowhere.
I got a
home of the dirt people.
Got a phone call from there. He works here in Santa Monica. Picked it up, went out there, and
Brandon's from Lancaster.
Yeah, Brandon knows it out there.
He knows it, Brandon. Hey. How many pools they got out there, Brandon?
Yeah. Got all the good pools, but
City of
from
Pools.
Norwalk went there. I got a customer in Vista.
Yeah, Vista, California.
They call us from Vista.
Paris.
Paris.
We've gone out there.
You know, we could go
Palm
out there.
Springs. We've been out there.
Usually a job takes anywhere from 4 to 7 days or so.
I don't care if it's Palm Springs. I'll just go golfing in between the jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, we need some Palm Springs.
So, and then if, you know, we do windows and other stuff, but most of our products are done within within a day or two to like 7 days. So even if we've got to travel a little bit, it's not that big a deal. If you want service, you want good pricing, within a day or two to like 7 days. So even if we've got to travel a little bit, it's not that big a deal. If you want service, you want good pricing, there, do the estimating. Then if we do the out there and we do what's called a remeasure, make sure everything's on par. Then we order the material
on par.
And we get started. Typically we get started pretty soon on Texcote within 3 to 4 days.
I can get it started. Pending weather, 3 to 4 days.
3 or 4 days or so, something like that. We have, Ishmael. We've got my cousin Ito.
Jose Luis.
We have our in-house Jose Luis. We got all those guys pretty much available. And if you have a huge job, we got those guys too. A little small job, we got Alex who can do those.
Yeah, Alex Patron.
So,
all right, that's it for today.
That's it for today.
That's all.
Well, that's it. We
made it through it.
We made it through. We missed you guys last week.
I found out I can't say a word, distributor.
We'll practice on that this week.
I guess by next week I'll be able to say it.
Next week we're gonna go through a verbal. I forgot what it was in high school, but anyway, we'll see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Have a good time.
Friday. We have to pray today.
Pray today. Pray tomorrow. Pray on Sunday. Thank you. Out on YouTube, we're starting to put on a whole bunch of new videos. We have I think 3 new testimonials on there that I think are one of our best videos, and they're probably best videos because they don't have us on there.
Yeah, it's not me talking.
Yeah, BSing. It's just them and.
Hey, we don't BS.
We'll see you guys next week. Like us, thank us. Thank you very much. All right.
Hit the subscribe.
And here y'all for Brandon. Hey. Bye. Okay.
That's a wrap. That was good.
So that.